Hello everybody, good day to you. Welcome back. Just had a 2007, I think it's an Accord, Honda Accord dropped off. A couple complaints on it, most of which is the AC, which is terrible for me because I don't have an AC machine. But I'm going to try to at least diagnose it even without a machine. I know it's got a charge to it because I've worked on this car before and I charged it not long ago. And I never found any leaks, and I've checked it before. It may have a leak or it may have something else going on, like with the compressing unit. But we're going to do a full-on inspection of said Accord, and like I just mentioned, we're going to try to troubleshoot the AC system. I do have a line on a fairly newish machine coming my way, but it may take a few days to acquire said machine. So if I do need to discharge this system or change any parts, that's going to go on the back burner, but at least I think I can get it diagnosed. So without any further introduction, let's get to it. I think this is an 07. Let's double check that. Oh, that's a negative. It's a 2009. It was built in August of 09. Might even be a 10. Anyway, let's get to it. Starting the engine. Let's see, what do we got here? It looks like 65,626 miles on the odometer. And according to my last oil change sticker, the lube oil filter service was due, what do we got here? It's 64,300. Okay, so we're a little overdue. So I'm probably gonna change the oil this time around. Good thing I got that new oil drain that I have not assembled yet. But nothing forces action like necessity, so looks like I'll be putting that oil drain together later on too. Multitasking. Let's go out for a quick test drive, check for steering pulls, braking vibrations, weird noises, anything like that. It's been a few thousand miles since I've seen this particular Honda. While I'm waiting for a break in traffic, let's just turn on that AC, see if it's gonna work. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. If the compressor runs, I'll check for a leak. And I don't think it is. I didn't hear it come on. Let's see what we got. A little bit of a pull to the right. Nothing major. Kind of hear a helicopter grinding noise out back. Potentially a wheel bearing. The frequency does change with speed, which tells me it is something that is it's a rotating component. Happy little car. I like this thing. Slight vibe when braking. Like to get some more speed. Here, we'll just turn around and try it going back that direction. And I'm not going to cut in front of you. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, let's get some speed. And brakes. Yeah, slight vibe in the fronts. Nothing too outrageous, but it is there. Whoa, lane switching guy. Okie dokes. Headed back to the shop, test drive over. Let's get this up in the air, pull the wheels off, and take a look at what we've got going on. Yeah. Now, seeing as how this is a smaller car, not a truck, I'm going to try to back this into that smaller lift. I had a truck on that, was it yesterday? Maybe the day before. I had a truck on that smaller lift and the nose of it was right up against the wall. So I'm going to see if it all fits if I back this one in. That way the front end is out in the open and I'll have a little bit more space to work with. Let's try that. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. And if it does, well, then it does. We're gonna find out. Backing up the auto. Alright, let's see here. Let's get this guy on the pinch welds. Right there, that's good. Too far. Ran that one out a little too far. How about right there? Good. Lift arm 3 and 4. Good. Moving on up. Black subscribe button. All right. And of course, we are going to reach back inside here and pop an Ingsy hood. If I can reach it. And I'm going to restart this. I don't know what I was thinking. I want to check the AC. It's alive. Fail. Hello, Honda. What do we got here? Looks like a 2.4 liter, according to our sticker. 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. All right, before we dig into this, let's verify that that compressor is not running, and it is not. Okay, let's make sure we're turned on. Yep, still switched on. Let's see. Well, I don't have a machine. I think first things first, I do have some bottles of refrigerant here. There's one. It's got a gauge on it. Let's just see if there's any pressure in this system or not. It might have just all leaked out and the leak is getting worse. So let's plug this little guy into it. I really do not like these things because you don't know how much refrigerant you're using and what's been installed. It's got pressure. That might just be what's in the bottle. Let's give it a squirt. See if it comes on. Okay. All right, well, since it's got pressure in there and the system's not running, let's check our fuses, maybe our relay. What do we got here? Magnetic clutch right here. That's fuse number 20, 7.5 amp. That's that little guy right down there. Okay, let's get the multimeter out. We're on faults. Got a jumper lead that I'm going to connect to battery ground. And that's going to ground the negative side of the meter, and then I can probe that fuse with the hot side and we'll see if that fuse is any good. Let's start there. Probing the positive battery terminal. We've got battery voltage here. Okay. Let's check our fuse. Okay. Power on one side, power on the other side. Okay. That's not it. Let's see about our relay here. No. There's our snowflake. Hard to see, there's a glare. Yeah, there's our snowflake. That tells me that is our AC relay. Let's pop that guy out. We'll make sure it's powered. Come out. Ooh, I just heard something happen. Just heard the compressor come on, just very briefly. I thought that relay's junk. Yeah, it's on again. Okay. Let me pull this out all the way and try to swap it with something else. Let's try this one. Oh, compressor came on. So we got a bad relay. It's the start. Take a look down there. Yes, the compressor is compressing. You can see the clutch face turning now. But we're low on pressure too. And since I've already kind of popped the cherry on this can, go ahead and give it a little bit of refrigerant. Like I said before, I've known of this car having leaks in the past. Reach in and see if they're making cold yet. Compressor's still running. I really hate doing AC work without a machine. I don't feel very much cold there. Fire up the fan speed. We'll get a thermal meter too. I think I got one right over yonder. Yes, I do. Here, we'll just stick that guy right in there for now. You do your thing. Well, looks like there's a couple issues going on here. I do have a compressor, but I've got almost no pressure on the low side. I'm gonna go ahead and send the contents of this can into the system. It already doesn't work, so I can't make it work any less, right? Sure. 10 pounds. This thing is discharged again. It's got some kind of a leak. I'm gonna have to find it. I fear that it's the evaporator in the dash, because I've checked this car for leaks before. Okay, it's taking it. I want to see like 30 pounds on our low side. Here we go. So far so good. Charging. There's our 30 pounds. Let's go see if it's making cold inside yet. Feels cooler. 80 degrees. We'll give it a little bit more time. Rechecking one more time. What do we got? 60, 58 degrees. Lighting is terrible, but I feel the cold. So it's running again. So the issue, two issues. One, it discharged, and then number two, that relay is kind of crapping out because it clicked when I manipulated it, which is a little odd. What did I steal? The horn. Let's see if it works with the horn. That's a negative. The horn is inoperative. So the relay crapped out. The thing discharged and the relay died, so we are going to have to put a relay in it. Note to self, it's going to be a horn relay next time because I've already stole the AC relay, or stuck the horn relay in the AC slot. We're making cold again, so the system was discharged. About 36 pounds on our low side. This is a 1 pound can, and I believe spec for this car is the max is 15.9 ounces, so right around one pound. I'm just gonna go ahead and send the rest of this can into the system, and we're gonna let it ride. I need to inject some dye into this and try to locate that leak. I've been looking for this leak for a long time on this particular car, and it's not been too good to me. I have not been able to find it. And it's gotten dye before. I think next time I'm really going to load it up now. Alright, don't need you. Goodbye. And again, I really do not like using those cans of refrigerant. It's just not my thing. Reason being is I don't know exactly how much refrigerant I just installed, nor do I know if there was any in the system before I started. The pressure gauge said 0, but that doesn't mean there wasn't anything there. It's not really the most accurate gauge in my estimation. Just make sure this valve's tight. Click. Bubbles. I see a couple little bubbles in there. Let's give it some oil. That way, if it is leaking out of that valve, it'll present itself fairly quickly. Or what I should have said rather is if it's leaking out of that valve, I'll be able to see it visually with the oil being in the service port itself. Let's get this out of here before I cook my meter. We don't need all of these goodies anymore. Black light time. That's a negative. See no bubbles. Let's check for dye on our high side fitting. There's no dye in there. Okay. We'll leave that there. Oh wait, if it does leak, it'll turn green. Okay, let's check out the compressor. Got UV light here. I'm looking for traces of the UV reactive dye, which I do not see on or near the compressor. Let's raise this thing up some and we'll take a look at the condenser, and maybe we'll get lucky or unlucky and we'll see some dye draining from the evaporator drain. All the way up. Very good. That was kind of loud and scary. All right, let's check our drain. I see no dye. That doesn't mean the leak is not in the evaporator. That just means there's no dye here. Okay. Nothing there. The bottom of the compressor looks good. A little too high up. Taking a look at the condenser. Again, I've got the ultraviolet light here. I don't see any dye. None on the desiccant pack, none on the fitting. Alright. I actually should have called that the receiver dryer. The desiccant pack is inside of it. Correction again, I should have called it the accumulator. This is an accumulator based on where it's located on the car, not a receiver dryer. What do we got? Anything? Nope, I see nothing. Right. Well, process of elimination tells me that the only thing that's left is going to be that evaporator, so I may have to pull the dash out of this thing. Hooray. Alright, well, I think next step is verify that it is that evaporator. So I think I'm gonna check it out with a sniffer. I've got a refrigerant detector. It's not here, so I'll save that for in the morning. So right now, let's go ahead and power this thing down, and we'll get on with the rest of inspecting the undercarriage and whatnot, and then we can go from there. Go ahead and pull all these wheels off. Ring. Reverse NASCAR. All right. Let's take a gander at our service brakes. See what we got here. The 8mm pad on the outboard. Ooh, looking similar on the inboard. Okay. A little bit of rust here. Definitely there's run out in these rotors. I could feel it when we braked. It all looks good. There's some dirt dauber nests in there. This car doesn't get driven very often. Let's check out our rears real quick. Oh, rears, we're cutting it close. About 2 to 3mm on these rears. Okay. So we should definitely service the rears based on pad thickness. Okay. Looking good. Let's check for some leaks. Nothing at the oil pan, that's nice. CV axle's good. Nothing leaking up there, no valve cover leak. And that all looks good too. Alright, this thing's in really good shape. It's just that pesky AC problem. Rear end looks good. Alright. Let's let this thing down. I guess we're on hold till I get that refrigerant detector. Need to remember to bring that, and once that thing shows up, I can try to confirm that it's that evaporator in the dash that's leaking. Let's get these leaves out of here. Some things don't change. Goodbye, debris. Yeah, we'll blow all this stuff out of here later on. But that's the bulk of it. Let's see, I don't particularly care for that belt. It's a little glossed over. I'm sure it's the original. I don't see any cracks on it, but it couldn't hurt to replace that thing later. I'm gonna recommend that we do that. Maybe do some fluid services on it. These are from 2019 to 2009, after all. Excuse me, 09. Brake fluid's a little low. That's due to those worn pads in the rear. Okay. Let's pull a spark plug while we're here. Okay, plugs and coils are underneath this little cap right here. Let's go ahead and pull that off. I'm thinking at the 60-something thousand mark, the plugs are probably due for this engine. However, I did not look up the service interval just yet. But I've got time. There's our coils. We'll pull number 2. Seems logical. Come here. Come out. No oil on the spark plug or on the coil. That's good. If there were oil there, that would indicate that the inner seals on this valve cover are leaking. Yeah, we'll pull one of these out, get an idea of what they look like. It might be good. It might be worn. And the survey says, ooh, hot. Yeah, they're about due. If it were mine, I'd put plugs in it. They're not terrible. Yeah, I'll recommend plugs too. We can do that tomorrow. Come on. Click. Put this back together for now, just in case I don't put plugs in it. Correction, I'll put it mostly back together. Bonus material, I changed my mind, I'm not leaving yet. Let's put this oil drain container together because I'm gonna need this. First things first, let's get it unboxed. Snip our little nylons here. Get this stuff out of here. Bye, nylon straps. We don't need you. Let's see what we got. What do we got? What do we got? Better not be damaged. The box was kind of damaged. Yeah, Chinesium. That's a technical term, industry standard, not racist. All right, there's our hose in. That's for draining the device. Put that on later. That's our spout. Put that on later. And come out, big red tank. Oh, I gotta put the wheels on. Sucks. Oh. Shiny. Uh-oh. Wheels are held on with cotter pins. And we've got probably a box of wheels here. Ooh, stylish. Look at that, little bearings in there. That's cool. I may have misjudged this. We'll see, time will tell. All this stuff looks good when it's new. That was a regulator, hope I didn't break it. And casters for the front. Check that out. Huge roll of Teflon tape. I'm assuming that's for all the threaded surfaces. Am I doing this backwards? Yes, I am. Every time. I don't know why. I do that every single time. One of these days I'll get it right. Wrap that in there nice and toy-like. Go right here. A little bit more. Yeah, we'll finish that off with a wrench later. Cool. More tape. Since they gave me a whole bunch of it, I'm going to be very liberal with this. Because why not? There we go. Shaft goes in, threads on at the collar right here. Nice. Where's my Knipexes? Put some torque on this right now. All right. Click. All right, looking a little lower. Let's go ahead and get our wheels on. Cotter pins removed, or split pins, whichever you prefer. I call them cotter pins. Hope those hold. Bend that one around, bend that one around. Ow. This is easy enough, says I. There we go. Okay, and the two front wheels next. Alright. Whoa! Unit falling. I caught it. Save the day. Stay. Don't fall. And we'll hit these with some quick impact clicks. Was that a 17? Sure. Let's see. Negative. Totally rusty. 19. Click. Oh, forgot. Loud noises. There we go. Alright, let's plug in our drain portion. We'll get this thing screwed in. I don't like how we did this. Yeah, this came already assembled. Here, we'll let this down sideways. What am I doing? I would have actually preferred that this little drain hose was not assembled. I might end up taking it apart. Oh, that's awkward. That's silly. What's wrong with me? Try again. It's not working. Is it painful to watch yet? Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm taking this apart. Well, that's not gonna work because this thing is like cross-threaded, or I mean, it's cranked on there hard. I can't get it to come off, so I just gotta do this the awkward and goofy way. So, bear with me. Please, thread. Oh, this sucks. Come on. Is that it? I think that's it. Yes, got it. Okay. Knipexes to the rescue. That better be it. Yeah, that's good. And if it's not, I'm sending it cross-threaded. Almost. One more pass.
One more pass.
It's getting a little tight. And That's it. It lives there forever now. Whew, that was harder than I think it should have been. Okay, more tape on the ball valve. There we go. Nice and tight. And we'll fit the funnel. Hope that screws in better than the little drain hose did. Please thread. These threads are they're powder coated. Yeah, I think that's the malfunction here, is the powder coating. Different department. And Kinepexes, where'd you go? These aren't it, but they'll work. All right, click. That's on. Valve's open. Let's dump some oil in there and test it out. Let's do just a little bit, just in case that bottom fitting leaks. Do like 2 quarts maybe. Yeah, pouring things. Nice. You gonna drain? A little slow. Maybe the stem's on the bottom of the can. Yeah, it is. Hey, it's filling up. Glug, glug. Okay. Put the other couple quarts back. We'll see if this thing holds. Nasty. Okay, let's take a look down here. Make sure this little fitting doesn't leak. I've closed it. But that doesn't really change if it's going to leak here at those threads or not. Lean the unit back. I don't think so. No, it's not leaking with 5 quarts in it, so we'll keep an eye on it. Make sure it doesn't leak with the additional fluids. That more fluid is going to give it more pressure down there, but I think this is okay. This will work for now. All right. Ooh, I get to put my my big funnel in here too. Let's get that out of here. Oh, no, 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 no. Stay. Where is my big funnel? Back here in the corner? Yep. Once upon a time, someone at another store I used to work at thought that they owned this. They were mistaken. Cool beans. You know, doing an oil change in this Honda. Let's just go ahead and drain it right now. Why not? We're still here and we're having a bonus segment. Why not? That'll afford me an opportunity to seriously test to see if that thing's gonna leak or not. The problem is when I'm done, I'm gonna leave, and if it does leak, it's gonna leak all night. And that could be bad. Moving up. There we go. On the locks. Safety. And it's gonna stay here all night too. Come on, oil drain. Right here. Let's pop off this filter. Oh look, I didn't put it on too tight. Hooray for me. Let's see. Ring. Oh, it failed. A lot of times you can get those going with enough momentum that they'll spin their way. Not this time. Just keep draining. Now I know memory serves accurate on this one. Hondas are a 17 millimeter. Here we go. Unclick. Lighting's a little terrible under here. Probably should have thought about that. Oh well, I'll do better next time. Stay. There we go, redemption. Now we have lumens. Okay, we're draining. Have not seen any oil show up in the tube yet. I'm sure we put enough in to at least reach this this low mark right here. So I'm assuming that that's wet. I guess we're gonna find out in the morning, aren't we? All right, I'm really gonna go this time. We're gonna let this thing drain. We're all done here. Until manana. See you guys later. Have a great day. Finalized ending of transmission. End of bonus segment.